To begin our program, it is our pleasure to introduce the Vineland High School Select Choir under the direction of Ms. Jasenia Lariu. This evening they will perform our alma mater.
Though the boys of Millville High School love the orange and the blue, and the sturdy sons of Bridgeton to the red and white are true, we will cheer for dear old Vineland, the school we love forever. For all her sons are loyal to her colors red and gray. On the 4 brief years of high school, on the fleeting wings of time, bear us on to fields of vision, where we scale new heights sublime. May our pleasures, cares, and sorrows, as we toil from day to day, let us cheer for Vineland High School and her colors red and gray. When the dreams of youth are over and the race is almost run, when from life all care we've banished, finish what we've here begun. May our fondest memories wander to the place we love always, that is dear old Vineland High School, with her colors red and gray.
Thank you to our select choir for that beautiful performance. Each year, we gather to recognize and honor distinguished staff members who have memorized exceptional dedication to Vineland High School and the students. This level of communication speaks years. With a minimum of 15 years here at Vineland High School, the level of commitment speaks volume and their passion for education and their devotion to our students. Tonight, our honorees represent a combined total of 111 years of service. That is more than a century of shaping minds, building relationships, and making a difference in our communities. It has been said teachers are like candles. They consume themselves to the light, the way of for others. Our honorees have been mentors, role models, and sources of encouragement because of them students have discouraged their strengths, overcome challenges, and gone on to achieve great things. This evening, we proudly recognize their legacy.
Our first inductee will be Mr. Charles Gaudier, presented by Malia Pierce and Matt Crispin.
Hello. Today we are presenting about Charles Gaudier an alumni and former teacher from VHS. We interviewed him to learn about his education, career, and experiences at the school. His story shows how teachers can impact students and the school community.
Mr. Gaudio attended Mecklenburg High School in Fairview Village, Pennsylvania. After high school, he attended Lock Haven University of Pennsylvania for undergraduate studies and earned his master's degree from Temple University. He started teaching in 1989, taught for 2 months at Memorial High School in Millville before teaching at VHS. He played a big role at VHS with many activities. He was the class advisor for the class of 1995 and the class of 2000. He was a member of the commencement committee from 1994 until retirement. He was a health and PE chairperson for about 15 years. He was the head of the boys swim coach for 4 years. He was the assistant boys and girls swim coach for 5 years, and MC for Vineland from 1994 until retirement. His favorite memories were the bonds he made with students, parents, and coworkers, and he still stays in contact with many of them today. Originally, he wanted to teach college students. He started teaching high school students while earning his master's degree and realized high school students are independent, close to college level. He enjoyed the environment and stayed.
His experience shows how teaching can make a lasting impact on students and the school community. The bonds he built and the activities they were involved in helped shape many students' high school experiences.
And now we want to present Mr. Gaudio with the plaque. Can you please come up here?
Thank you, Malia and Matt. Our second inductee will be Ms. Jeanne Doremis, presented by Lila Folk and Jose Lopez Garcia.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lila Folk, and this is Jose Lopez Garcia. We will be recognizing tonight's Hall of Honor inductee, Jean Doremis. Jean dedicated many years of her life to education and to serving her community. She graduated from Rumson High School in 1952 and later attended Connecticut College, where she majored in government. She continued her education and earned her master's degree at Fairleigh Dickinson University. Before becoming a teacher, Jean spent many years raising her 6 children while also being active in her community. She worked with the Cumberland County League of Women Voters, helping encourage civic involvement. And in 1976, she began teaching social studies at Vineland High School North, where she inspired many students through her passion for learning and leadership. Jean's dedication made a lasting impact on students, teachers, and the entire Vineland High School community. Jose will now speak more on some of her achievements.
Jean Doremis devoted her life to education and helping others. Before teaching, she served as the Voter Service Chair for Cumberland County Leagues of Women's Voters, where she received the Liberty Bell Award in 1974 for her community service. At Vineland High School North, she was more than a teacher. She advised groups like Student Council, Administry International, and Students Against Driving Drunk, encouraging students to become thoughtful and responsible citizens. Later, she became the supervisor of social studies and art for the district, where she continued supporting teachers and students across Vineland. For her dedication to, she was named Educator of the Year in 1990 and received the Shalom Award in 2001 for her work in Holocaust education. Jean Doremis made a lasting impact in Vineland schools and communities. We are proud to honor her tonight in the Hall of Honor. If you could please come up.
Thank you.
Our third inductee will be Margaret Becker, presented by Denise Johnson and Samaya Francis.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I have the honor of recognizing Margaret, a dedicated and impactful educator. I'm Denise Johnson, and I'm here with Samaya Francis. Margaret graduated from VHS in 1947, finishing third in her class. She later attended Glassboro Teachers College, graduating in 1960, and began teaching English that same year. Although she said her first year was her most difficult, she pushed through and grew into a strong and respected teacher. She spent her entire career at one school showing true loyalty and commitment, even turning down other opportunities. Throughout the years, she took on important roles, including advising the public speaking club, managing the book room, and serving as head of the English department from around 1975 until her retirement in 1985.
Margaret was known for being fair, passionate, and dedicated to her students. She loved English literature and always tried to make her classes engaging and enjoyable. In addition to her career, she was also a mother of 5, balancing her work and family life with care and dedication. Although Margaret is no longer with us, her legacy continues through the many students and lives she impacted. Today, her daughter is here to accept this honor on her behalf. Margaret's lasting influence makes her truly deserving of this Hall of Honor recognition. Thank you.
Could you come up, please?
Sorry, guys. Our fourth inductee will be Nina Lascari, presented by Kira Herring and Nyla Pierce.
Hello, I'm Nyla Pierce, and this is Kara Herring, and today we remember and honor Nina Lascari, who passed away on August 23rd, 2022, at the age of 99 in Vineland, New Jersey. She was born in Lodi, New Jersey, to her parents John and Lena Ann Lascari.
Nina was deeply committed to education. She graduated from Jefferson High School in Lodi and later attended New York University, where she earned both her bachelor's degree and master's degrees in home economies, education, and supervision.
She dedicated over 28 years of her life to teaching, beginning at her former high school and later retiring from Vineland High School. Her passion for education extended beyond the classroom, as she also taught adult night school classes.
Nina was very active in her communities. She worked with the American Red Cross, was a member of the Buna Historical Society, and volunteered at local hospitals, offering comfort to patients as a Eucharistic minister.
She was also a devoted member of St. Padre Pio Parish and served as a Girl Scout troop leader at St. Mary's Church in the 1960s, helping guide and inspire young people. She is survived by her nieces, nephews, and extended family, and was predeceased by her brother Anthony along with her parents.
Outside of her service, Nina loved to travel and explored many parts of the world, embracing new experiences and cultures. Nina's life was one of dedication, service, and kindness. She touched many lives through her teaching and community involvement, and her legacy will not be forgotten. We remember her with gratitude and honor the lasting impact she made on her family, her students, and her community.
And taking the plaque on her behalf will be Mr. Mohan. Thank you.
Thanks, Kira and Nyla. At this time, if any inductees would like to speak, you can go to the mic. Okay. If not, it's fine. Yes? Oh, she does. Oh, okay.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. For those of you, a few people in green, I see. And I'd like to congratulate the inductees, Nina, who's not here, and Margaret, but Charles is. That's great. And the students who are so involved in all this, I just think it's wonderful. It's just great. You can't imagine how surprised I was at age 90 to get a phone call from Chris Mohan, who recommended me after it was 21 years ago that I taught. And I would like to tonight, I feel very honored really, dedicate my remarks to teacher appreciation and then add some comments of my own. Most people don't realize how challenging the profession is, despite it being very rewarding. In addition to all teachers have to accomplish in a school day, there are lesson plans developed after school hours, papers to grade, testing requirements, adaptation to a wide range of student abilities and needs, and behavior. Now, since my time, there are challenges resulting from COVID, social media, cell phones, and adaptation to AI in the classroom. I was 41 in 1976 when I got my first job teaching social studies at Vineland High School North, now the Tanner Building. There was an opening where I had practiced taught, and but I was told by the superintendent, who was a personal friend by the way, that they preferred males as they took their coaches from the social studies staff. Fortunately, Vineland, with Rich Feline as supervisor, was looking for more females in social studies departments, and I was hired to teach 9th and 10th grade students. I was both excited and nervous about my first day. I had decorated my room with plants and other things to make it welcoming. The day was an absolute disaster. It was horrible. The students were in the general education tract, and not all of them had school as their priority. They came crashing in. I had an awful time settling them down for homeroom, and they asked me really rather embarrassing questions. These challenges continued throughout the day. In my first class, somebody had to go to the bathroom. Oh, well, certainly they had to go to the bathroom. 5, 6 more kids had a dire need. And I realized I had a ways to go. I sought help. I got support from the biology teacher across the hall, Bob Nelson, the principal, my supervisor, the department chair, and other teachers. Apparently, what I was told was I was too nice. I eventually won the respect of the teachers and went on to have a very rewarding career. It was a great time to teach as there was a lot of support for teachers, and the Abbott versus Burt decision decided in 1990 resulted in an infusion of state money, and that decision mandated that there had to be equalized funding between the poor urban and the wealthy suburban districts. We were one of the poor urbans. This allowed teachers to take their students on field trips. Experiential learning is so important and many times what students remember best. And it also allowed me to go to Russia with Ed Nikolenko at Vineland High School South, knowing we would return with lots to share with teachers and students. The kids were absolutely amazed. First of all, it was just between that time that the Soviet Union, it was the Soviet Union, it was just falling apart. And when I came into my homeroom, they all clapped. They thought, I guess, I was going to go to prison. I don't know what they thought. I don't know how teachers managed the turmoil of the 60s. My time there was much experimentation with marijuana, which was evident around the back of the building. Anyway, at one point, I was called to the principal's office. At least Mr. Neely was laughing, which was a good sign. It seems I was growing marijuana in my flower pots. One of my political and legal education teachers was Micah Rasmussen, who is now director of the Rievovich Institute of New Jersey Politics at Rider University. I see him occasionally on Spotlight News. I get all excited when I see him. It is the weirdest thing. He was in the 10th grade, and now this man, I don't know how old he is, but it's a weird thing. He runs Model Congress as an aside and an outgrowth of Model Congress in Vineland High School, which he maintains led him to a career in politics. At that time, students were taught to model the real Congress, where legislators were respectful of one another during debate. Times have sure changed. I was very interested in geography education and became a teacher consultant for National Geographic so that I was supposed to be engaged in getting geography into the curriculum. And I was also involved in Holocaust education in the curriculum. So that led me to a supervisor position, which meant leading the classroom after 16 years. It was a difficult choice, but I got the opportunity to work with teachers in both social studies and art throughout the district. The art teachers were amazingly accepting, as I can barely draw stick figures. I learned so much from them. We have several of their artworks throughout the house, and I developed friendships with them that have endured along with the social studies teachers. Tonight's designation led me to investigate, through AI, I must mention, changes since I taught in Vineland High School North. I'm so pleased to see it is now the Tanner Building. Dennis Tanner was a wonderful person. He's a big guy, very quiet, assistant principal. He died in 1980 rescuing a student caught in a rip current in Puerto Rico. He had gone down there as an advisor to the Puerto Rican Cultural Cause. We were all absolutely devastated. And I'm very impressed reading about Chicky Aselda, who I didn't know, but brought me to the horrors of the Vietnam War in which he was killed. He was a very highly decorated soldier and apparently an exceptional person. I'm very impressed with the elective social studies teachers offered at this building, as well as a vast array of student opportunities in fields ranging from career education to college advanced placement. Fortunately, although it's there isn't this big emphasis on STEM, science, technology, engineering, math, at the expense of the humanities. I'm disappointed that civics is no longer taught as a separate course in ninth grade, although I've been assured it is through the history courses. And there is an elective called Practical Law, Politics, and Mock Trial. It seems to me that much of our population has little understanding of the historical basis of our democracy, how it has gradually become more inclusive, and how important it is to defend. Our voting rights and adherence to the rule of law has been the envy of people worldwide. I think it's great that students are required to do 40 hours of community service in order to graduate. And caring for students at all levels is evident in the comprehensive bullying policy the district has. I'm a big advocate of public school education. I do think the student clientele, particularly in a large district such as Vineland, requires very talented and dedicated teachers and administrators ready to back them up. I knew I'd hear that. I love teaching in Vineland as the students represent many different cultures and the district practices diversity, equity, and inclusion. Yes. I learned from my students and became a more knowledgeable and understanding person. Back to the beginning. I asked Chris, with whom I briefly interacted as a supervisor 25 years ago, why he nominated me. He said because he was a new teacher and I was very nice and supportive. Maybe it's okay to be nice after all. However, I would advise new teachers of the need to gain order first and ease up later. Teaching is a challenge.
Thank you. As we reflect on tonight's ceremony, we are reminded that a school is much more than a building. It's the people within it to make it truly special. The individuals we honor tonight have helped create a legacy of excellence, pride, and community that continues to thrive. We would like to extend our sincere appreciation to our presenters for sharing these heartfelt tributes and our deepest congratulations to all of our and their families. We also gratefully acknowledge our principals, central administration, and board members for the continued support and for joining us this evening.
Sorry, y'all. A special thank you as well to our previous Wall Warrior honorees who are here tonight. Your presence is a powerful reminder of the strong tradition and history of excellence at Vineland High School. Finally, we would like to thank you all of you, our guests, for being here to celebrate this meaningful occasion. Your support helps keep these memories and legacies alive. At this time, we invite you to take a walk down memory lane by looking through these old yearbooks, reconnecting with family faces, and sharing stories. Please also enjoy the snacks and refreshments prepared for you. There is also a great way to leave your mark by purchasing a tile in the back room to support our committee and programs such as this. Thank you again for joining us. We hope you have a wonderful evening and may the legacy of our honorees continue to inspire us all.
Also, I forgot to introduce us, but I'm Jar Tuarku and this is Deshara Jones.